Hey there, hello there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter down and welcome to yet another ASG golf tournament. We are doing the 80s 2000s tour. We're live from Royal Port Rush, where last week the British Open took place in real life and Sky Scheffler won it. Scheffler did not get in any of our things because he's a 2020s golfer. But anyhow, these golfers are pretty big 80s and 2000s. If you win a tournament like Chris Drage, Seve Ballesteros, Andy Bean, Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, or Henrik Stenson, you get a trip to Augusta for the year-end tournament that starts on New Year's Day. If you take second place, like KJ Choi, Justin Rose, Bruce Litsky, Phil Mickelson, Brett Quigley, or Joey Sindelar, then you have a chance. If you don't win a tournament, you can get one of the wild cards. Each tour, one of the four tours will have 6 wild cards, and 12 golfers will win each tournament. So anyway, that's going to be the big factor of everything. So right now we have Romero, Tiger Woods, and Seve Ballesteros at 9 under par, all looking good in leaderboard. The only problem is Seve, like Stenson, who's tied for 4th place. If they win a second tournament, that doesn't get them to Augusta because they're already at Augusta beforehand. It goes to the next person down. And as an added bonus, in a sense, is that they would be disqualified for the rest of the year, not just in August when we are doing match play and you win a previous month's tournament, you win. You don't get to qualify because they want fairness. But in August, like September, October, November, December, you would be kicked out, in a sense. But nevertheless, you'll still get your spot at Augusta. Retief Goosen tying Stenson right now for 4th and -7. Lots of people at -6. Kenny Perry, Bruce Litsky, David Frost, Wayne Levi, Ernie Els, the Big Easy, Dave Little, Uncle Dave Little, who's surprising everyone from the Red Sox fan group, and Payne Stewart at 6 under par. It would be amazing if Dave Little could win. But nevertheless, we know next week from the Cut 18 golf courses, the 18 holes of golf that I played, that I've set up for a course, will be stroke play, and we'll find out who the best is and who will join the 80s, the 70s, 90s in September. Well, they could join the early 10s in September too, like either or, because set up. So we're going to play the 12th hole, which is the par 5. As our hole, 56 golfers qualify, so 28 tour. So after 15, we'll go back to the leaderboard. David Toms with a triple bogey on 4. Soft course, slow greens. Coming up on the course condition. Keith Ferguson, triple bogeys on 8. All right, our first group to get to 12, Gary Cook and Scott McClank. Cook. And shot, yes, he's done it over everything. For Plank into the gorse. That means he loses the score. He's not even par, so for Plank, up and over, back. Cook. Not there. Pitch. For Plank for par. This is a boke. What a miss. 2-6 is a 31. And that 28. Anything from 1 to 28 is in, and then the next one's like inches. Wait, he didn't hit me. And it didn't go in. I didn't even realize that. Kelvin Pete. The uncle of Rodney Pete, who was a good USC quarterback. He does that. Charles Howell III. Up and over. Nope. He'll have to shoot backwards. Howell. Nice shot. Nice shot. He will pitch it and try to should be able to. Howell for Eagle. Off by foot. That's all right. Good with the bag. David Thomas, that triple bogey earlier. He's at even par from Turner and Bob Gilder. Saying Gilder. Well, that's Nick Gilder, hot child in the city. Well, he's not a hot child in the city. That's Bob Gilder. Up Up and over for Gilder. Oh, try to get it over the hump so you can have a eagle putt. Tom's. Oh, that came out of nowhere. We'll have to have a good shot for a shot. Gilder. For birdie. Definitely with birdies. Peter Jacobson, you know, ABC does not have coverage because Fergus plus 3 as well. Up and over. Nice shot. Nice drive. That is a 343 drive. Up and over on the second. It's got a good chance at the eagle. There you go. Triple bogey on 14 by Gilder. Hot child in the city. Group 5, Thomas LeVay and Peter Lonner. Lonner into the course. So he'll lose a stroke. LeVay, nicely done. Why aren't you clapping? That's on the fairway. There you go. Lonner. LeVay, up and over. That is the best shot in the world. Lonner. Oh my god, he rolled it back and he gets a birdie out of it. Unreal. The distance and the wind, the hole in the gust. How the heck did he do that? It rolled backwards. That is a birdie. Unreal. What a shot by Peter Lonert. Thomas Bjorn from Denmark. Who knew that last time Bjorn defeated, but it's -1. And Dennis Watson from Zimbabwe. Distant cousin of Tom Watson. I bet. Up and over. Bjorn. That's a good eagle opportunity. Watson. For birdie. He'll start it. Here's Nakajima, -1. Nice shot. Johnson. Into that bunker. If you don't get it on 2, that's fine. You can still get a birdie. Nakajima trying to get it on 2. Johnson. That's going to be a tough birdie putt. And he missed by a pair. So close. This week. Sandy Lyle, who won the British Open the year of my birth, 1985. Wide left on that one. -3. Rob Pempling into the course. Not enough distance, so he'll have to take another ball and put it down the pipe. Lyle up and trying to get back at it. Pempling. Lyle. Pempling. Lyle. Pempling for bogey. Well, that's a really nice play. Today on this hole. Tom Watson, speaking of Watsons, he's -5. He's good to a decent player. And that's down the middle, right there, 310. George Burns, not the comedian, but the all the sun sets in my old Kentucky home, Burns up and over. Oh, the slope. Tom Watson up and right. Burns. Right there, nicely done. Watson for Eagle. He's off by 3 feet. That's okay. He'll play the Burns does. There's Watson. Alright, Group 10. A tale of 2 golfers. Phil Mickelson, he's got a second place finish, so he's guaranteed at least the backup tournament to get in. Ben Curtis from Ben Curtis, the 2003 British Open winner with like 500 to 1 odds or something like that. Kind of akin to Todd Hamilton in 2004. Curtis up. Mickelson. Up and trying to get up. So they'll have to go through the attack. Do you need a hug? Yeah. Jump. VJ with Robert Appleby. I feel like Appleby. I think Appleby had a good day. Oh, he was at even. Oh, I was talking about Appleby, I guess, in the sense that, you know, trying to make the cut, and he did. Okay. That's right. On day one, no. Not that. Thing that it doesn't snow back. Eagle. Off by 3. Sing. He's off by 2, so they should be able to no damage done. Group 12. Mike Donald. Annie Watkins, her uncle, or distant relative, what do you want to call it? Watkins does that. Second shot, up and nice. On a string, Mike Donald. Back a little bit. Where you go? Off by a foot. Off by 2. Everyone. All right, on to group 13. The Walrus. Craig Stadler goes first, and nice job to the left-hand side. He's in the first cut. Woody Austin. A full hero for his gaff in the 2008 President's Cup, which is U.S. versus World, whenever it was held in Montreal. Craig Stadler goes first. Woody Austin. Austin for Eagle. Stadler for first. Eagle. The scoring line is 4.19, which is pretty good. Group 14, Jim Furyk. Also, that -4. Chris DeMarco. Nice shot by him. DeMarco up and Furyk. I'll go back. He's going to have a long eagle putt. 40 feet, he's going to lag it. Because if it's more than 40 feet, you're allowed to lag. DeMarco, off Hilbert. Group 15, Padraig Harrington from Ireland with Joe Durant. Aha, I was right. I just guessed. I thought there was a golfer named, bowler named Joe Durant. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. Durant up and over. Padraig. And go back. And going back. Durant's like, why not? I must as well play. Joe Durant takes the eagle. Nice shot. Padraig's like, well, is he going to do what Durant does? No. He's going to do the same thing and lag. Alright, so right now, Phil Mickelson looking hot. Tom Watson, a 67 today to go to -5. So Phil Mickelson will have a 67, so he's at 600 par. So Phil the Frill was trying to turn it. And here's the thing: if you're a second like Phil Mickelson, you can still win. Like, it doesn't mean, oh, you're in the backup tournament at the end of the year. No, you still have a chance to win a tournament later in the year, and that just means that your second place thing is null and void, and people in the backup tournament will have a better chance to make it in through the wild card. Every tour has a guy who had a second place finish earlier in the year and then won a tournament. Gary Player last month, he took second in June to Tommy Bolt, but then he won at Royal Port Rush by 8 strokes over Jim Clark. You have David Duval, who took second in February to Paul Azinger. He then won the April match play against Jack Nicklaus and took on a title, so he qualified automatically. And James Braid, January he lost to Justin Thomas in the match play, and then in May he won over Bob Ferguson to get in the tournament that way.
All right.
Look out. Well, at least it's not in the gorse. Andy Bean. Bean's at -4, Casey's -2. Up and over. Yeah. Andy North is the. Oh, Casey. On the fairway. He's gonna have a tough 35. A new. Bean for Reed. He's off by a foot. That's alright. Here's Ben Crenshaw, gentle Ben, 2-time Masters winner. Look out, that's wide left. I don't know if that was gorse or not. Bobby Watkins. We've got Laney Watkins. Now see Bobby Watkins. I think they're brothers. Watkins -3, Crenshaw -5. Crenshaw. Whoa, where did that go? Like, holy smokes. Bobby Watkins to the left side of the green, and he's on. So he has an eagle putt. Crenshaw can get close to the pin. Watkins for eagle. 3.6 chance. Watkins gets it. Crenshaw. Nice job by Crenshaw. Nice job by Crenshaw. Now you got Ken Green with those glasses. Kind of reminds me of me. I'm -6. Tim Simpson. Snips on. -5. Here's Green. Second shot. Up and okay, come back to right. It is a par 5. Simpson. Green. Up and over. And nice setup for bird. Simpson for eagle. Off by 3. Now the wind's going to the southwest. Now remember, the wind was going up towards the hole. Andres Romero starts off with an eagle on 2. Now the wind's going down right, so it's going to go probably close to the gorse and all that. Mariyama-san is in the gorse. Sanan. Stuart Sink. He's in the gorse. I figured now everyone, the last 8 groups are now going to be stuck with this whole wind going the other way. Worse than the score from this hole. It was a 4. This hole had a 4.1 stroke average under 5, which is pretty good. Sink up and over. Mariyama-san desu. Flubbed it. This is for bogey. That's sink for bogey. Well, they'll sink double bogey. 9-9. Justin Rose.
All right.
Whoa! But he doesn't touch the gorse, so he technically still there. Nick Foss. Pretty good for him. -4. Rose -7. We're getting near the end of the road. Justin, we'll have to do that. Foss. We'll do that. Rose up and over. Yeah. Foss. 30. 20 feet. Oh, she might. Foss will have to get a pass. Right? There's Bubba Watson, who won the 2012 Masters in spectacular fashion when he had a terrible tee shot on the first playoff hole, but he managed to bend it back for a perfect putt. He's a -6. Tom Kite, who you love if you're a golf fan, but if you're a Simpsons fan, you know about Tom Kite because he was in that episode Scenes from a Class Struggle in Springfield, in which he gives Homer some advice. Especially saying, in Homer, if you want to cheat, you have to lower your score. Bubba Watson does that. Oh, they did 0.5, so don't get on green and 2. Don't crack. If you get on 3, that's a birdie. Kite for birdie. Kite. Overshoots by 3 feet. Watson. Oh, you overshoot. I'm looking at putting in the There's Ogilvy and Sindelar. Ogilvy. Nicely done. Took place and misses the bunker. Sindelar. The guy who won last, he took second. Oh, that's a bad angle, but it was not in the scores. So that means he doesn't lose a stroke. Bogey, Spokey. Ogilvy. Ogilvy for birdie. Too much. There's Payne Stewart, the icon. Nicely done. It's bunker. -7. Uncle Dave Little. He's doing pretty well today. Look out, that's going to be bunker as well. Dave Little trying his best to prove to people that he can actually do well today. Well, we'll see. Hey, Mark has had a decent tournament. He's the other outer person. Payne will shoot for birdie. And shoots it. Dave for birdie. That's all right. Here's Levi and Else. The Big Easy earning Else into that low bunker. Wayne Levi. Misses the other. That's good. Wayne's World. Else second shot. Wayne Levi. Else up and over. Wayne's World. Excellent. South Africa, here's David Frost. First Litsky. I said 26 parents. There's 28 parents and 56 people. I'm sorry. Frost does that. Litsky. He has a second place finish and would like to turn his second into a first. Because he is going to the tournament champ. He's going to the backyard tournament. Guaranteed. Litsky will putt. Nick Foster triple bogey on 18, so Stenson and Perry. Stenson hits that middle bunker. Kenny Perry. Stenson has returned 2 turns. He's like, I can get all the money. You will keep the money, but that means that you're disqualified for the rest of the year. Kenny Perry will do that for birdie. Off my foot. Seve and Goosen. Seve. Oh, at the bunker. Goosen. Nice shot. He hits the other bunker, but that's okay because at least they're not gonna lose a stroke. Goosen. Birdie. And they should be able to hit his. Oh, but he doesn't. Moderate. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the final pairing. Romero and Woods. Tiger, nice shot. Nice shot on the fairway. Why aren't you clapping? That's a clean shot. Romero. Well, Romero had a good day yesterday. He's going to have a bad day today. Tiger. Up and over. That's it. And what a final pairing we have. We have an iconic pairing. Seve and Tiger are in the final pairing. Bias Dalos now 13 under par. Tiger Woods at 12 under par. Hendrik Stenson at 10 under par. He's third. The round was a good 5 under par for Justin Rose. He tied Jeff Ogilvy, Uncle Dave Little, Payne Stewart, and Andres Romero for fourth. So, man, Dave Little's on fire. So, yeah, Seve in the lead by a stroke. Seve wouldn't get the trip to Augusta if it falls. It would go to Tiger. And the weird thing is, second place wouldn't go. Well, Seve can't be second because he's already won the tournament. And Stenson can't take second place because he's won a tournament. So that would go to maybe Rose, maybe Ogilvy, maybe Uncle Dave Little or Payne Stewart or even Romero. So, like, Dave Little's on fire. He's technically sixth. Yep, they said that Dave Little will be in the pairing with Ogilvy behind Ballesteros Woods and Rose Stenson. If you look at the flags, the top five flags are different: Spain, U.S., Sweden, England, Australia, and you have an Argentine in eighth. Ernie Els is ninth at -8. Tied for 10th is Ben Crenshaw and his fellow South African Retief Goosen. So yeah, and David Frost is 14th by proxy. So yeah, we're gonna see some good scores. Seve and Tiger in the final pairing. Oh man, this is a dream matchup. And here's the funny thing: all six of the winners of the age 2000s are household names like Strange, Seve, Bean, Els, VJ, and Stenson. All have won, and all are pretty good golfers. You don't have any like unknown names like the 40s, 60s with Earl Stewart Jr. or DeWitt Weaver from the 70s, 90s, or even possibly Mackenzie Smith, if you know Mackenzie Smith. But yeah, that's the way it'll go. So tomorrow's going to be one heck of a turning point. You got Seve and Tiger in the final pairing, and we'll try to see if those two guys can carry on. While Cook and Watson are going to be the first pairing. So we'll see what the Royal Park Rush brings for these golfers tomorrow. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.